Hi everyone and welcome back to May's card class. This is the second card in May's class and it's using the Artfully layered stamp set and coordinating tropical layers dies. This is the card design we're going to be making in this video. I've tried to keep the colour palette quite neutral here and I've used tones of mint macaron and soft succulent for this, combined with a little bit of black and white, which is always top of my list when I'm crafting. In your kit you have some pieces that you need, and you'll need to cut yourself a piece of designer series paper that measures 10 centimetres by 14.4 centimetres. It's a lovely black and white dotty paper, and on the back you've got this lovely leaf pattern as well. Now that would work on this design as well, but it's entirely up to you which side you go for. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to layer this straight away onto my card base. My card base has been cut from mint macaron cardstock, my favourite colour in the Stampin' Up world. And then we have some pieces that we're going to layer together. I'm going to start with my darkest circle. This has been cut with the layering circle dies, and this is soft succulent card. And I'm popping that on so that it's fairly close to the left hand side, and we're about 1.5 centimetres from the top. The next one you have is a mint macaron circle, and I have run it through the die machine with this lovely detail die, and it just cuts a little pattern in your die cut. It's a nice little addition. That's going to go on next. And then we have this lovely large white circle. So this large white circle is going to have this leaf, this big Montessori leaf stamped on it. But before we do that, we can attach it on. I'll go ahead and I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put it on with a foam pad so that it's raised slightly. And I'm going to go quite careful with where I attach my foam pad. I'm going to attach it sort of towards the bottom of the circle. And then that's being layered on over the top. Okay, so we've got a nice trio of circles there, and this would work in any colour combination and with any pattern. Then we have this beautiful die cut detailed leaf, and I've cut it from black card. This is going to be attached to our card so that it sits underneath the white circle, which is why we've put the pad down the bottom, but it's going to just overlap both that top left hand circle and our mint macaron one. Okay, what we need to do now is we need to stamp our Montessori image, and it's a really nice size. It's going to need a good, this is a D block, or it's one of the blocks that come from the kit, but they are the same size as the D blocks. And then you want a scrap piece of white card, and we're going to stamp in Memento ink. Give that a really good covering. And stamp. Okay. Now, we're going to colour this in with a combination of mint macaron light and dark stamping blends, and I'm going to start with my dark one. Be careful to not add any ink in your circles, because that is the holes in your Montessori leaf. Sometimes hear this called a cheese plant. I'm adding a sort of rough layer of colour in the centre just to sort of start us off. And then followed by some light mint macaron. And I know this, oh, that's not very good, that mint macaron blend. Let's have another one. And I know this isn't a traditional colour of a Montessori leaf, but actually it's one of the perks of all our lovely colours. You can choose the colour that works with your colour palette. And you'll notice that I've not gone right up to the edge of my leaves. I've left a little white border, and there's a little reason why I've done that. Okay. So I'm going to take my colour lifter, this white pen, and I'm now just going to blend that colour into the corner of my leaves. I love this technique. I love this technique for sort of highlighting areas. And there we have it. There we have our coloured in image from our stamp set. So you can go ahead and you can fussy cut or you can die cut this. I'm quite happy fussy cutting. Don't necessarily enjoy bringing my cutting machine into the shot, and it's going onto white card, a white background, so we don't need to worry too much about cutting on the lines. I'm making sure I'm leaving a little white border just because I think it makes my cutting look a little bit neater, and it also looks like it's been die cut. I'd say this is one of those stamp sets that if you like detailed dies, you'll love the die set. But if you're quite happy with fussy cutting, the stamp set is beautiful on its own. Okay, there is our lovely fussy cut leaf, and I can stick that down onto my card, and it's at an angle with just the tip of the leaf overlapping the edge of my circle. And then we have this lovely fussy cut sentiment. I've already gone ahead and fussy cut this beforehand and embossed it for you. And it just says, hey there. Really nice sentiment. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to attach our piece of basic white inside our card. That's lucky, it didn't really land. And there we have it. That is our finished second card of the class. Do let me know what you think, and I'll see you over on the next video. Bye for now.